Hey, what is going on, everybody? Boilon here, and I do want to say Happy New Year 2025 to all of you. Now, I am going to be doing a probably a shorter video here today. I am a bit under the weather a little. I'm still pretty tired, but there is something that I want to talk to you guys today, and that's going to be what you see on the screen here. So, some of you may or may not know that Marvel Mystic Mayhem, which is a RPG, I don't want to say hero collector, but it is a Marvel RPG title that is coming to mobile pretty soon. So this is something that is going to be experiencing another test phase in the near future that I want to let people know about, and also to share that they're opening up their official Discord server as well to the public to also help pre-register and get more players to participate in the upcoming test phase. But for those of you who are not aware of the game or who have not heard about it, or should they say right there, it's a team-based tactical RPG. So there you go. I will say that I have been part of a previous test phase, and there will be some coming up in the near future. And I am actually pretty excited about the future of this game and things that will be going on with this. And that's why I want to share it with you guys, right? I know it looks a bit funny because we're at a time right now where Marvel Strike Force is not doing particularly hot, at least right now, and it's going to look like I'm trying to pivot. That's not necessarily the case, but it is. I just want to keep an open mind, of course, for any Marvel-related games that are coming in the near future, and that would be Mystic Mayhem. Of course, it's actually by the same people who do Marvel Rivals, right? So some of you may already be playing that game right now on Steam, I guess, or where you normally download it. I gave it a shot. To be honest, I'm not an Overwatch, the first person shooter, that kind of player. That's not the kind of games that I play. So it's not for me, but it might be for some of you. And I hope that you guys are enjoying playing that. But either way, NetEase, which is the company behind Marvel Rivals, is also doing Marvel Mystic Mayhem for mobile. And that's why I want to share that with you guys. So if you haven't checked out the video, the sort of the intro trailer, there's not a lot of stuff that is available online for this, but you can kind of see how the graphic style, is a bit different. It's actually kind of comic book art style, to be honest, the way that they run it. The main antagonist, I think, is the character Nightmare. I'm not super familiar, actually, with this character in the comics, but I think someone maybe more to do with Doctor Strange, because you do see Doctor Strange quite a bit in here, kind of feature. Oh, I paused that at a bad time. Featured here, and the art style of the characters are quite interesting. I think it's like I guess it's like, I want to say it's a mystic look, but that was a cop out. I would say it's an Asian art style influence for sure, and the way that the characters' designs are. It's something that I've seen in some of the more. I mean, it's a Chinese-based game, of course, but the sort of Eastern style of influence in comics, they're actually pretty good. I think. I watch a lot of anime as well, so that's not a big deal for me. And the take on the costumes, I think, are also really interesting here. You do have Doctor Strange. A lot of the characters, some characters that you might not actually know or know it's them. There are some interpretations in some cases of the characters. That's Juggernaut over there, which you can probably notice. But there's a few of them. This guy, I don't quite. I think he's actually a character, but it's like a warden of dreams or something like that. But anyways, Iron Man, of course. I don't know if they're all listed in here that you actually get to play, but there are some on the website as well. I forget who that is. Maybe that's no. I forget who that is actually. Shumagorath. Like that reminds me of Shumagorath, but it's not. Shumagorath is a villain who looks like a tentacled eye monster. But anyways, there's a bunch of different characters. I'm surprised some of them are actually in the game. I'll be honest, because they're kind of some of them are C-list to me. But yeah, Marvel Mystic Mayhem, it is going to be a different type of game than what you're used to for Marvel Strike Force. But it's not a straight up hero collector like Marvel Strike Force is, but there are obviously collecting heroes. You are collecting heroes. There is that nature of that. However, it's just not to the same extent where you have 200 plus characters in Marvel Strike Force. So that's not exactly what it is. However, one time take a look at the heroes, right? They actually do have a list of the ones that are currently available from the start of the game, and I do like I like the graphics of some. I like the choices of some of them. I love Spider-Man. You can't go wrong with Spider-Man. They have Hulk, and this is an interesting take on the Hulk. I think he almost looks Asgardian-esque, like with the runes, I guess, on his body, that kind of thing as well. So their interpretation of the character and the skins, I guess you could say, of the characters are quite interesting as well. Sleepwalker, that was what his name is. I kind of forgot about that. Again, didn't really know the character before I saw it here in this game. But I'm not going to say that I've read or watched everything Marvel. So, Moon Knight, pretty cool costume for Moon Knight. We have armor. Some of you might not be familiar with armor. Armor is from the X-Men. I think specifically from the New Warriors, or sorry, not New Warriors, New Mutants area of the X-Men, and I think that's not someone that's super common, but interesting to see some of these nonetheless. Psylocke, pretty cool interpretation of Psylocke. I don't know if this is Betsy Braddock or Quanon, which version of Psylocke that they're actually going for. I'm not sure if it entirely matters, but I suppose if they do ever bring out a Captain Britain, then that's where the distinction might need to be made here on this character. Lady Bullseye. Now, this compared to the version of Lady Bullseye that we saw for Marvel Strike Force that we were supposed to vote for, completely night and day. This character looks absolutely badass. Absolutely amazing. Whereas the one that we saw that we had to vote for obviously didn't win the poll in MSF because the art was just terrible. And I guess that's the one thing that I want to talk about here right now is that the art in MSF in game is okay, but some of the other art is hit or miss right now. Normally, the art department in MSF is some of like the best things that we normally talk about. But I do want to say that they're hitting it out of the park here with Marvel Mystic Mayhem. I really do actually like the designs of this, and I'm not just saying that. Misty Knight, I'm a little bit surprised they decided to go for that. I didn't know that she was that popular of a character, but there we go. Juggernaut, pretty cool take of that. Man Thing, interesting take of that because we currently have Man Thing in the game right now in Marvel Strike Force, and I think he's going to be that third week of Grootmas, and then Mr. Negative. Also interesting take given what I've seen of Mr. Negative in the Marvel Spider-Man games and also in Marvel Strike Force. So pretty interesting there. Doppelganger, had no idea who this was. I had to Google this one. I didn't know it was an actual character, but nonetheless. And I feel like there's a few missing here, but there's still quite a few in here that, to start with anyways for the game. I was going to say something else in the different. All right, and so if you do want to get involved with the game, though, you can click on the pre-register button here. You can do that, and then it's going to bring up whether you're Apple or iOS. Now, I think the one thing that's really interesting, and I don't know if this played a role or a part in it, but because I'm from Canada, a lot of games now are testing from trying to get people to, I don't know what I was trying to say, testing from Canada. I know previously in the past, like when I was playing Lord of the Rings Heroes of Middle Earth, which is like a year ago now, they were testing from the Philippines, I think. But I think more and more that people are doing testing from Canada, maybe because it's a smaller country, but it is an English-speaking country. So a lot of people are deciding to do that. But nonetheless, make sure you choose your region. And the region it really is just country, I think. And then your email address that's associated with your Apple or your Android account. Click the button and then pre-register that way. So that'll help you get involved into the next testing period, which I think has a pretty good chance. Honestly, I think there's a pretty good chance that you'll get involved in this one. I think the alpha was fairly small as far as total number of participants, but the next phase that they're opening up to, I think will maybe potentially be in the thousands. So if you follow along, then there's a pretty good chance. The Discord server is not super big at this point, but there is a special, I guess they want to call it an event. It's called the Nightmare Breakthrough. And so part of the reason why I'm doing this, but I'm also just sharing this with you guys to let you guys know what's going on, and is to invite more people into the Discord to get the Discord more busy in terms of that for when more conversations and more news drops, and then, just having a community going on Marvel Mystic Mayhem. So yes, make sure you're pre-registering for the game on the official website. And then also, if you have Discord, you want to come down here and click the fire button here on this announcement. So do that, and that will help as well. Anyways, I'm really looking forward to playing some more of this, so I hope that it's not too long until we get more involved with the next testing phase. I just wanted to let people know what's going on with this game and do a video here just while I can, because I am somewhat conscious, after last night. So that's going to be it for now, everyone. Again, the links will be in the description down below for this, so make sure you click on that. Make sure you pre-register, and if you have Discord, make sure you join that and click the fire button on the announcement over there. And just do a quick browse of what's in there if you want. So that's going to be the end of this video, everyone. Are you excited? Are you going to play this? or maybe you're not. You know, maybe some people are just done with mobile gaming. But hey, just wanted to let you guys know that's the end of this video, and I'll catch you guys tomorrow for Should You Court Jean Grey, because we have a lot of things coming around the corner for Marvel Strike Force, including the Spotlight Raid 2 and the stuff that you need to prepare for. So I'll see you guys on the next video. Boilon, signing out.